Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Let's play the game. What's the game? The game of life, the game of structure, the game of finance, the game of we don't bring the pain home anymore. You see, when I was a little kid, I do stuff that's kind of weird. In other words, I took apart a Singer sewing machine, got in trouble. All right, it worked better than it ever did before, but she was upset. So she beat the hell out of me. Okay, what do you do when you're used and abused as a kid? Well, me, I went to the library all the time. Library. Now, some of you are going to scroll in and out on social media, and you're never going to slow down enough to get to millionaire status, maybe billionaire. I did that. If you'd like to learn, you pay attention and you follow through. But some of you, you're so busy scrolling in and out, in and out. I'd like you to take a little bit of time this morning. Give me 5 minutes. Give me an hour. How about this? Let's spend the day with me. Can you imagine today? I'll be live 6 times today, trying to explain to people who are stuck, who have crappy credit, and don't have the right structure to get to millionaire status. And I did that when I was a kid. So if you quit scrolling and go back and forth and pay attention, I'll explain to you when I wrote Winning the Game of Business. Winning the Game of Business is very simple, okay? I wrote this in 1976. Now, if you want to get to millionaire status, you pay attention. I'd suggest a tablet and pen. I'd suggest spend the whole day with me. That's right, the whole day. I would clear your calendar right now because I will teach you more today if you pay attention than you ever learned in your life about personal and business credit. Then I'll answer all your questions. I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but I've been studying law and accounting since I could walk. Winning the Game of Business came out in 1976. 1976. I got $1 million in the bank. All right, basically I'm driving a Lamborghini at East Coast College. By the way, I was 16 years old. What the hell did you do? Sorry, your problem is you. Your lack of knowledge, you bring the pain home every day. So why don't you spend the day with me and let me change your life, and I'll guarantee it, okay? I'll tell you what, you spend the day with me, all right, and I guarantee you'll change your life and you follow through. What a concept that would be for all of you. Now, I rhyme all the time. I got a couple problems. Number one, I'm godfather of credit, 60 billion of credit so far for my clients and myself and rich and famous people. I've been online or in person for 50 years. 50 years helping people 6 days a week. Why? Because I got bored, okay? All right, bought my first Lamborghini when I was 15. What the hell did you drive? I've been driving since I was 12. I had a beard at 12 years old too. So if you listen and learn today and you follow through, you can accomplish your goal. All right, and instead of scrolling through the internet, going blah, 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 blah. Instead of looking at the Gary, it says FFF, or Kevin who just got out of prison, or Mark, or Grant the Ding Dong, the biggest clown out there in the first place. If you listen, you can learn. What a concept. So today we're gonna have some fun. Is that okay if we do this today? Share the live, share the live, share the live, everybody. I'm gonna show you exactly how it got set up. We're gonna talk about, first of all, rapid refresh. I'd like you to write down rapid refresh right now, rapid score. It got started 49 years ago. All right, my concept to create rapid score for mortgage companies to rescore their credit. Now, how did I get involved in all this crazy stuff? I was a consultant for TRW. TRW was what I call the reports wrong. It was Thomas, Woolward, and Woolridge, okay? They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California. Then they got in the information business. Information business became a spirit, if you don't know, this is 96. So rapid score, all right, to restore, no, it doesn't restore credit, it pushes your score up. That's all it does. If you were in a mortgage today, okay, and you had to pay down some debts, it would tell you this. That's what rapid rescore did back then and 49 years ago. And it basically does the same thing today if you do it right. So rapid score is very simple. If you want your score to go up 100 points within the next 3-4 weeks, you start a rapid refresh. It blocks your crappy credit if you have crap or collection counts. Your score goes up 100 points. Why do you want your score to go up? It's simple. The score goes up, you get green lights. Green lights are very simple opportunities for credit. See, 80% of you have crappy credit. All right, your limits suck. You got little cards, you can't balance the score, and you can't get any more. You have a lot of cards that give you courtesy checks. That's one thing to look at today. So if we go back in time, if you pay attention today, it's very simple. I'm going to spend the day with anybody who wants to show up. Okay, all through the day. I'm going to have basically, this is an overview. Fun, because right now it is basically, let's see, it's double check, 3:21 in the morning. It's 3:21 Pacific Standard Time. So look at your watch and your clock, whatever you got in front of you. Now, I'm going to be live at 7 o'clock on social media, TikTok, across the board. I'm going to show a blueprint of success. I'm going to be on a whiteboard, and you're going to get your tablet and pen, and you're going to copy what I do. I'm going to show you exactly how you can get to millionaire status. Now, if you don't show up or pay attention, that's on you. I mean, let's be honest. You've been having so many damn reruns, it's ridiculous. You did the same thing yesterday, the day before, and the day before, and you didn't change a damn thing. That's just what I'm going to tell you, okay? Okay, I need your advice. I need to millionaire status. Well, my father struggled. All right, credit 500. I've been watching your videos. I call in, I start 1,000. Understand that's once I want to get started. Okay, let's understand. Today, what you have today is very simple. This is the last day of the month. And what happens is, thank you for the badges and the goodies and the hearts, okay? Tap the screen 1,000 times. I gave myself a heart. Oh, goody. I like me. I've always liked me. So what happens is very simple. As a kid being used and abused, I just found myself at the library all the time, hiding out and reading books. Read. That's very simple. That's all I did. Now let's understand. I got pulled into helping witness protection. I got pulled in helping basically Tier W, and my goal was very simple in Tier W. That became a spirit if you don't know it. We came up with the oldest credit card, Let's pay attention, please. Oldest credit card. Now, if you're in a rapper, we scored today, okay? And I want to tell you something about the sales team on the last day of the month. Today is Monty Hall Day. Okay, what does that mean? They are willing to, because they want to close their books to get the highest bonus they want. They compete in the call center. And whoever wins the prize gets extra bonuses. So today is Monty Hall Day. That means if you call the specialist today, all right, like let's say 6:30, 7 o'clock, they're going to be wheeling and dealing all day. They want to get their extra bonus. And if you want to take advantage of it, hell, I would. Now, all cards fluctuate. Write it down, but two. All cards fluctuate, but two. Let's understand that means. Fluctuation is the up and down show you see on the graph on your credit files. You'll see this on basically Experian. You see it on Analytical 750, and it's up and down, up and down. If we take the time today and we pay attention, the back of your credit card should have a sticky. I think we need to dummy proof this, because when I do something new, I feel like a dummy. So Cody, if you pay attention today, if you'd like, I will guarantee you a corporation doing 10,000 to 100,000 a month in the next 12 months, if you want. And I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it yourself, or I'll offer to do it for you. That's what I've always done. You do or I do. It's simple. So what happens is very simple for every one of you. So instead of you scrolling through crap, focus today and give me the day. All right, if you share the live, I'm going to give you all kinds of free goodies, okay? All right, father of four, okay? It's too late for you, all right? No, it's never too late for anybody. So as we play this game, let's understand, all right? I've created my first million at 15 years old when I created Car Finder. Very simple. Then I basically wanted to tell the world my own story, and I created Winning the Game of Business, okay? Game of Business. And what happened is that went out there in 1976. I am the original coach and the original person doing info commercials, by the way. And that's what we did. Very simple, understand. So W.A. Reed and all these other people, if you can listen and learn, we'll play today together, okay? So I have 6 kids, 5 girls and a boy. All right, someone says they have 4. Well, the reality is very simple. If you structure it today, you can create the finance and the dream if you want to. But I can't force you to do it because you like to scroll in and out in social media. I think you should pay attention a little longer today in the live on TikTok, okay, and other platforms as well. I wanted to tell you very simple. When I came up with the oldest card in the credit system in the 70s, then we look at what's called utilization. Utilization is the value of the card. This card is $10,000, okay, so it's $10,000. If I use it past 29%, I'm in trouble. Most of you have jacked up your credit, got stuck, can't get any more. And most of you basically have the same routine and you don't change anything. But you want basically someone to help you and you want your credit repair and blah, 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 and a bunch of circus clowns. You're not going to sell your LLC to your trust. If you did, the IRS is going to get you. That how they do you guys, information is crap. But again, it's going to be up to you. If you spend the day with me, we'll get to know each other and you'll find out I'm not full of crap, okay? If I put a sticky in the back of the card, sticky. and I write down his $10,000 card, I can use this card for $2,900. That's all I can use it for. If I go past that, I will be in the yellow, then I would be in the red. So every card you have today is very simple. If you basically today, okay, pay attention, I will show you exactly how you get your score to 750 in the next 90 days. In 90 days, your score can be 750 and above if you want. If it is there, that's only 20% of you, because you have lousy limits and you're jacking it up left and right. So let's understand something today. You're going to take your credit cards and you're going to put a stake in the back of every one. We have to dummy proof this. When I do something new, I feel like a dummy, okay? That's the ultimate goal, okay? All right, the bottom line says we play this game to win, if we want to win the game of business. But again, it's basically what you want to do is help yourself, okay? The ultimate goal is everybody should always focus what works for themselves. Can I talk to you one-on-one? All right, if you pay me, all right, or if you go to the class, I talk to a group of people for free. So that's how it works, okay? I'm one of the most expensive consultants worldwide. Mattel paid me $50,000 a day, okay? Apple paid me $35,000 a day, okay? So again, learn to live and basically do things for free, okay? All right, Boeing, IBM, I've worked for all of these companies. So again, all right, let's learn for free right now, okay? All right, so the reality is very simple. This is Brian Herman 3000 or something, okay? It scrolls pretty fast, so don't get mad at me if I miss it. Why is putting an LLC in a trust bad? Well, when you look into the Howdy Doody, he says sell the LLC, all right, to the trust. What did you just hear? You sold it to the trust. IRS wants to know the compensation and the value of that. That makes you auditable. You'll be audited, okay? You will have an irrevocable trust. But let's understand, let's write down the 6 types of entities. Now, I'm just going to tell you what the Supreme Court said. Supreme Court's very simple. They said, let's write it down. Come on. Let's pay attention. LLC. There are 9 types of LLCs. What kind do you have? There are basically LLPs. Okay? C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. There are 6 categories that are classified as a legal person. Now, the biggest problem you have about that LLC, sir, ma'am, or whatever it is, JPR, is it's online. Every entity I just mentioned is online, Secretary of State's website. When they sue that, they sue you. If they sue the LLC, they sue your trust. That's called dumb, okay? You just lost everything because you thought your trust was great. Irrevocable trust is phenomenal. John D. Rockefeller, 1934, that's what he did. People today are just setting themselves up for probate. Your family gave you probate. You're going to give your kids probate. It's all what you're doing today because you're not basically doing what needs to be done to protect your assets. Okay, this is, I'm not going to repeat what it is, the nickname on that. I don't like it. Sorry to say. Again, what do? Follow me, share the live, share the live. Now, if you share the live today, I'm going to hand you a corporation for free. Free. See, what you do is you spend thousands of dollars to an attorney or a CPA or corporate service, and they don't teach you diddly squat. Attorneys are practicing law because they haven't got it right yet. I've been studying the law since I could walk, okay? So I'm not here to be your CPA and attorney, but let me tell you, I can show you how to get your 750 score in 90 days. That way you can be a CFO for you and your corporation and all the pieces you're trying to do. But it's up to you as well. So what do? All right. First of all, rapid rescore. Let's write it down. Here's our problem. 80% of you have credit that sucks. The score is terrible. You've jacked up your cards. You might have some collections, some BS. Some of you file bankruptcy. If you file bankruptcy, the Federal Protection Act, automatic stay, why didn't you seal the record? It's a very simple question. See, why didn't you seal your record? Credit bureaus do not talk to courts. They're not allowed to. Not allowed to. All right, what is called statewide reports to the credit bureaus. If we file bankruptcy hypothetically, it's a Federal Protection Act because it became in place after debtor's prison, if you don't know about debtor's prison. So again, it says federal protection. Protection means I can seal my privacy. I'm allowed to. Unfortunately, because no one's teaching you how to play the game and no one wants to help you, the reality is you got to help yourself. If you help yourself, you can actually win, all right, the game of business if you want to. If you're in a rapid rescore today, a rapid rescore would block your crap. It would push your score up. If you look at rapid scoring, okay, 49 years ago, you'll see Dr. Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, or Hey You, and that's me. I'm the one who came up with the concept of rapid score, rapid refresh. So if we basically look at things, it's simple. So I love the loves, I love the hearts, I love the flowers, and that's great. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Oh, the hearts work for me too. So if you want, spend the day with me. Spend the day with Ray. Spend the day with Ray. Write it down. Get a tab and a pen. I'm going to give you the full blueprint how you can create a corporation or entity into a $1 million structure this year. Not next year, this year. I will challenge every one of you, knowledge to knowledge, and make sure you understand how to play my way. Because right now you're stuck. You're probably disappointed. You don't, life's kind of beat you up, and you're doing the same rerun every day. Rerun sucks. Some of you had your friends and family rip you off. You've been ripped off by other people. You paid an attorney. He or she milked the retainer. By the time you got so frustrated, what did you do? You had to settle the case, and they did a crappy job. That's attorneys practicing law. I haven't got it right yet. So thanks for the love and everything else. Now watch what happens today. If you share the live today, okay, we're going to go back in time for a second. When Ken Yarborough, TRW, and I wrote a book in 87. We called it File Segregation. It was kind of modeled after the witness protection we worked for, okay? So that's what we did. So as we play this game, when the book came out, it showed me as the highest kick on the planet. That's Ray Reynolds, me. One of my 21 cars, one of my mansions, and one of my yachts. Hell, why not? All right, this came out in 1987. Do you understand? I created a first $1 billion structure. I was basically 21 years old. So age has not to do with anything. So if some of you say I'm too old or too young, bull crap. I've had a beard since I was 12. They couldn't figure out my age, and I used to drive since I was 12 years old. If you share this live now, I want to give you winning the credit game today. Winning the credit game. This is the formulation, how to reverse bad credit on the system I have set up, okay? Every letter and everything else is in here. You need to hire a credit repair flaky company. By the way, 4 of you do credit repair, and you're breaking federal law. Why? Because it says you're not allowed to collect money up front unless you're a nonprofit, 501c3, and registered with a bond. And you're not. So that hooey, looey, booey crap is crap. If you share the live, you're also going to get the book for the kids. Starting Out Right. Write it down, Starting Out Right. I want you to help me, and I want to help you. Is that a good thing? Win-win situation. If we help each other, I can change your life, and we can help other people as well. Good morning, E-Cats. How you feeling today? All right, High Tech, good morning to you. Now watch. Okay? This is very simple. This is the book you needed your whole life, by the way. This is for the kids in high school to start their credit file. This gives them the rules and tools, okay? So since I set up the system and be as a consultant for TRW years and years ago, I figured I would be the best one to write the book for the kids to start their credit file out. This is high school and college. It's a free download today if you share the live. If not, we don't turn on the magic button and you can't get it because that's your problem because you didn't help me help you. All right, so you're going to get 3 things today. Articles of corporation for free. You'll be able to click in the link tree and pick any corporation, every type, and what happens? Feeling better today, okay? Thanks for asking. I always ask you, always in my prayers. Okay, so I joined. Fantastic, join. Thanks. Spend the day with me. I guarantee today, if you take the challenge, the Ray Reynolds challenge, okay, you can change your life today. But if you keep scrolling in and out, good luck, okay? All right, good luck, because what's happening, you're not learning to have a structure. A structure is the key. Dad's supporting whatever, I just scrolled here. He went in and out. It's typical. See, the problem is they don't pay attention and they get stuck. Okay, Dad helping, I think, Dad or something. The reality is he should have paid attention. But again, he doesn't. So what happens to all of you? If you don't pay attention, the reality is it's very simple. You're not going to get to where you want to go. Here's Jonathan Wilson, okay? Well, Jonathan, do you have $1 million in the bank? Do you have $1 million for the bank? Come on. I created my first million at 15, billion at 21, 3.7 billion in 2009. I'm the most verified guy on the planet. I'm the original damn coach. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. Okay? I've sold more corporations than anybody on this freaking planet. So Jonathan, how much you got in the damn bank? So you're a consultant? BS. You're missing freaking pieces. Everyone's an expert. Bull crap. They're experts on what? Blah, 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 blah. Structure. Rapid rescore, write it down. Rapid rescore, write it down now. If you're in a rapid rescore today, your score goes up in 3 weeks. Why do you want it to go up? Because you're jacked up. Your cards suck. If you get more green lights, credit can rebalance you. I got cards that give you courtesy checks. Let's get you rebalanced. You're not rebalanced and you're stuck, and it sucks. The reality is up to you if you pay attention. But again, people like to scroll in and out. Hey, BS. Focus. If you want to get to where you want to go, thank you for the stickers, okay? Favorite thing about yourself? Well, thing about myself is I love to help people. The favorite thing for me is God. My wife and I became one. Simple. And what happens in my 6 kids? So I live a way of life because God blessed me a lot of times. And even though I died in a coma, I've been shot 3 times, I've been knifed 6 times, and I went to hell most of my life as a kid. I'm still here helping people because that was my passion and desire. Okay, because I got bored. How's that? If you put a sticky behind your credit card, sticky, we dummy proof this. We are a bunch of dummies. We're a bunch of, why? Because we screwed up. If you put that $10,000 card in front of you, which you don't have, most of you, and you lay it down, you put a sticky. Your sticky is very simple. You're going to say it's $10,000. You're going to write down 2 numbers, 25%, 29%. That is your in-between what you want the card to have. That's $2,900. Oh, I got a $1,000 card, Ray. Oh, goody. How much can we use? $1,000 card, we can use 29%. That's it. If you take it past 29%, it's $290. If you take the $300, you're in the yellow. $350, you're going towards the red. You packed yourself in a damn corner, and you all did this. I don't understand why, because all you had to do is come play with me. All right, this is Dave. Fantastic. Dave, share the live. Understand something, flat out. I will guarantee you today, if you share the live and you basically spend the day with Ray, I will get you to millionaire status. Take a picture. Not of me of this, okay? Take a picture. This is your future. This is your future. This is what you're going to do this year, not next year, this year, okay? You're going to structure correctly. You're going to write down auto income. You're going to understand how I created auto income, all right? And it's what I've done since 1987. Got it so far? Yesterday, you drove by Wendy's restaurant. You probably did, right? It's usually on the right-hand side. Did you go inside and ask who the owner is? Ask who the owner is. They would tell you there's no owner. It's ran by a management company. Why don't you own a part of a Wendy's restaurant? What's wrong with you? These don't work? These don't work? You could take a line of credit that I would set you up for called checkbook money, and you can write a check for $25,000 off the line of credit and own 25% of a Wendy's restaurant. All right, what does that give you? That gives you ownership and a deed of trust. That gives you income the rest of your life until when you're gone, then your kids take over what you own. Your problem is you're not building legacy at all. None of you are building legacy. You're setting yourself up for one thing called probate. Your family did it to you, you're going to do it to your kids. That's how it works. If you listen today, I'll help you rebuild you. Is that okay if I help you for free? All right, this is Dave. Fantastic. Dave, share the live. Why would you share the live with everybody? Simple. Okay? I want you to repackage yourself my way. Your way sucks. Sorry to say true. I want you to get the book for your kids called Starting Out Right. Starting Out Right. And I want you to read it after you download the damn book. Because your problem is you're missing pieces. You're missing so many pieces, Michael. It's ridiculous. Okay? So guess what? Shift to success. No, foundation builds structure, builds the dream. Okay? That's what it does. Without any foundation, which you do not have, none of you, sorry, I don't like your foundation. All right, you're missing pieces. Let's complete the foundation. All right, he shared it with me. All right, he is Dave, okay? Dave, fantastic, okay? Now, if you spend the day with me, I'm going to give you free downloads, and I'm going to change your life, if that's okay with you. Now, so again, book for the kids, Starting Out Right, no problem. What do? Let's give you articles for free. If you don't have articles of corporation, it's just been thousands of dollars and getting ripped off. Let's just shift to something, okay? What happens? Your fan club completed its first stage. Fantastic. Okay, that's great. Okay, cause your way, all right, sucks. So I tell everybody, your way sucks. Okay, sorry. You should all right, humble. Well, the reality is, thank you for telling me to be humble. I am very humble, but I want to help you. And the bottom line is to help you by steps and rules and tools. But again, this is going to be up to you. It's how it works. So if you don't want to play the game, you don't need to be here. It's simple. Okay? So the bottom line is very simple. If you want to change your life, that's up to you, and we can help you to do things. But again, All right, if I don't show you how I created millions and billions, okay, you're not going to believe what it's going to be helping for you. Your goal is to change your life. Hey, Cole, you're back again. Winning the what? Credit game. Because we have to. Winning the credit games for all of us, okay? This is what I created when I called it Prove It, Remove It. The first book was Prove It or Remove It, okay? It's a great day. Have a great day. Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you, Cole. He's been watching us for a couple weeks. I would say happy Sabbath. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist pastor. And the only reason I can do what I do on Saturdays is because I challenged the church and I said, Jesus healed on the Sabbath, so can I. And that's why I can do it on Saturdays. All right, that's how it works. So happy Saturday, happy Sabbath, whatever you want to call it. From there, whatever you believe in. Winning the credit game. Simple. It's a free download for you. Okay? I want you to get your articles for free. I want you to get the kid book for your kids and everything else. What happens? Okay? Sabbath, yes, of course. All right, you're the best. Thank you. All right, you're my friend. Well, Cole, I just want to help people. Someone said I need to be more humble. No, I just need to be honest. Okay? That's how it needs to be. We have the choice to change our lives. It's God, family, money. And that's how I look at it. God, the Bible doesn't seem to be broke. It doesn't say that at all. God is first, family. My wife and I got married 20 years ago. When I say family, we became one. We're one. Got it so far? And then I say money. You see, what we have to do is realize don't bring the pain home. So I would say never bring the pain home. Stop bringing the pain home. But how do you do that? Structure. Structure is finance and the dream. If we structure today, and the first thing we have to do for you is to be a CFO. You have to be a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, for your family. For your family, that's the way it works, okay? All right, please explain more. I'm trying to. Okay, again, if you have a question, just type it out. Today, at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Look at your watch right now, please. Okay, it is 3:43 in the morning, 3:43, okay? So if you look at your watch, all right, at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, look at your time zone you're in today, whatever time zone you're in, okay? So at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to go live on TikTok, okay? This is a.m., like Dave, it's a.m. 7 a.m., a.m., okay? All right, Eastern time there, that's fine. You're 3 hours ahead of me. So I'm going to go live. So I want you to compare the time it is here where I am to the time where you're at, okay? So you'll know when I say 7, you'll put the difference in between. I would like you to have a tab and a pen in front of you. I'd like you to lay out all your credit cards in front of you. I would like to show you exactly how to rebuild your life in what's called a blueprint of success. I own the rights to that for over 45 years, and that was one of my number one info commercials out there for years and years and years, okay? So, hey, George, I want you to pay attention. All right, Amanda, I want you to pay attention with your beautiful husband next to you because I want you to change your life. Amanda, you got a problem. You and your husband are great people, all right? Bad things happen to great people. You got your 2 kids, your cat, your dog, and your fish, and you're in the same routine, and you're bored. You're stuck. It sucks. But if you listen today, we're going to restructure your life. All right, and my way turns you a corporation or entity into millions and billions if you listen to it, okay? So again, what do? Let's have some fun. So guess what we get to do? Have some fun. Now, we look at fluctuation. 2 things to write down right now. It's very simple. You'd want to write down, all right, the ability. It's a rapper because it was Harold Stokes, Ken Yarborough, TRW, Ray Reynolds, and a couple other people on the board, and I'm a consultant. I said, let's do a rapper rescore. See, people got in escrow and they got stuck. So rapper rescore, listen carefully, you can look it online. Rapper rescore in an escrow, what does it do? It helps you put your score up and it gives you a better rating on your interest rate in your house. A rapper rescore today would block your crap, block it, and push your score up and away. That's what it would do, okay? All right, it would push your score up, and that's what you have to realize, okay? All right, we want our score to go up. That would be the ultimate goal as we play this game. Rapper rescore, write down rapper rescore. I would like to push your score 100 points. If you allow me, I will push your credit score within the next 3 weeks to 100 points. Okay, now why would I want to do that? When you push your score up, it creates green lights. The possibility of more credit. Because you jacked up your cards, most of you, 80% of you, and you're stuck. Courtesy checks can help you reduce your debt to ratio. So that's the goal. You got to realize the credit cards you have today, jacked up at little limits, it's crap. All right, your problem is you keep bringing the pain home. The fluctuation, what you have today. So a rapid rescore, would block crap, push score up 100 points, give you the opportunity to get credit, open the limits. Your credit cards that are jacked up, you can increase the limits if the score goes up. So all these different ways to do this to help you go from there. So courtesy checks are good if you need to rebalance your debt. Okay, there's different ways to rebalance debt across the board. But again, thank you for the hearts, the loves, and the badges. And we understand something today. All right, share the live with everybody. Now, let's say you list 100%, okay? And you have this structure and the finance. The structure of finance is very simple. This means, is a what type of business? LLC, there are 9 types. What type do you have? Okay, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, Nonprofit, PC, Professional Corp. There are 6 categories, okay? All right, for the Supreme Court said is a legal person. How much do you cost for your credit programs? I don't know which one you want, so I got 37 of them. All right, again, I don't go into pricing. Talk to the team, 800-254-9506. All right, today is the last day of the month, and they call it Monty Hall Day because they're racing in the competition for the bonuses. So again, all right, I don't know what you want in your credit, sir. I don't know what it is. I would tell you flat out to basically what? Analyze it. If you got an analyzation today, and one of my paralegals analyzed you today, okay? Very simple. You would have basically a rebuilt, add history, and you get up to 10,000 of credit as a bonus. But again, there's 37 programs. I've been doing this for 50 years. And I'm online all day today. I'm online 6 days a week. So before you basically DJ, shop, want to talk about price, why don't you get to know me? All right, let's go to dinner, okay? Let's get to know each other first. If I get to know you, I can help you. Anything else, I'm sorry, it doesn't work, okay? So here we have basically, here, this is shift to success, right? C Corp. Well, you have a C Corp, fantastic. They're double taxed, okay? All right, C Corps are double taxed. So that C, when you start to make money, will convert to S under the 1244. That's IRS code, by the way, and then you'll fill out a form. Hopefully a tax person will help you do that. Now, I'm not here to be an attorney, but I've been studying the law since I could walk. And I like to create money. God, family, money. First system I put out there in 1976, winning the game of business, okay? At the time, I have $1 million in the bank. I'm driving a Lamborghini East Coast College. I was 16 years old. So if someone says it's better today, all right, it's good any damn time. You have the ability since day one to rebuild your life. And the reality is you're stuck and it sucks. And what happens is you have the same routine every day, and you got to get out of the damn routine. Okay? So you got choices. The choices are very simple. Share the live today. Go to 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Someone has a car repo and a big debt. Well, first of all, I would look at the repo and I'd be concerned. Cars and houses that are repossessed, the bank can report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So I'm going to dissect it. Next, I want to find out if that person signed the loan for that car, husband and wife being dumb, and they both signed the loan at the same time. Now, they both have bad credit, and they both have an IRS problem. We have to repackage ourselves right, but it's up to you. So like the live. These are questions I'm going to help you, but I'm going to show you how to package it right. All right? If you would have bought that car through a division of a corporation, you wouldn't have to be a duck or a sheep. Where are those courtesy checks coming from? You have 9 different cards to give you courtesy checks. I don't know if it's ma'am or sir. I don't want to, don't get mad at me when I don't know what it is. So the reality is there are 9 credit cards to give you courtesy checks. Very simple. But then the other thing is think about lines of credit, the bank. They'll hand you a credit limit, 50 to 150, all right, through the corporation. So here's the problem. Every one of you want little answers, and the reality is you're going to still screw it up. Congratulations. If you don't take the time to build a foundation and understand the pieces that connect your dots, I'm sorry, you're never going to get there. I've helped 37 million millionaire people be millionaire status. 39 billionaires now. Got it? I'm known as the rich and famous consultant. I am Godfather of Credit. I basically got 60 billion from my clients and myself over the years, and I've been online 6 days a week for 50 years. All right, or in person. So why haven't you paid attention and showed up before and stay to the live and spend the day with Ray? We call it all the time, spend the day with Ray, okay? Can we have a house tour? What the hell is a house tour? Okay? Okay? All right? No, you can't. Yeah, tour your own house, take some pictures. Okay? All right? The estate I live at, the reality is very simple. Okay? I don't own it. It's not mine. But again, because it's under a trust, you don't know where it is and what it is because it's none of your damn business. See, if you don't protect your privacy, that's called dumb. Come on, let's understand the silly guy asking the question. Okay? All right, he calls it keep it moving. Well, if number one, his car is registered to him. So when they sue them in a bumpity bump, he loses everything. When you put the car in a trust, they sue the trust. See, you got so many things that are screwed up out there, it's ridiculous. But if you paid attention and build a structure, you could build a dream. Let's focus on you, okay? You today, you, not me, you. Understand who I am, understand what I can do to help you. Spend the day with Ray means simple. How about we spend the whole day together? How about today you share the live and you share it with everybody you can right away. Hey, Jay, how you doing? Good morning. Jay joined us basically a couple of weeks ago as a client, and we're repackaging his life. He's on the road to get to millionaire status, and that's kind of fun. I love that stuff. Okay? Share the live, share the live. What does this mean? If you share the live today, I'm going to make sure you get links to the whole classes today. Classes. Now, if you need to DM me, give us the information, and one of our specialists will call you right away. Thank you for the lightning bolt. I love that stuff. Which reminds me of my surfboard, okay? When I was a kid on surf magazines and stuff, I did that too. So what do we have to do? Share the live. Why? I want you to DM. I want one of our specialists to call you today and make sure you have all the link trees and all the pieces. I want you to spend the day with me. Now, today's the last day of the month. They call it Money Hall. They're in a competition. Today is let's make a deal with them because they're in competition. They're trying to beat each other in the sales department. It's always fun stuff. Now, today, I would tell every one of you to basically take a picture of this. This is a mouse pad, and this is your future. This is this next 12 months right here for you. 12 months. You're going to master auto income. So let's write down auto income. You're going to understand how I set up the system. I'm the consultant for TRW, okay? Very simple. All right, wipe your cameras so your video is live, is more clear. Oh, well, you already did that. Let's try it again. Okay, no problem. Let's wipe the camera. There you go. All right. We always take suggestions as well. Let's do this one too. Let's do one over here and over here. Okay. So we did it. Let's do it again. Okay. So now, if we share the live today, I want you to get 3 downloads. First, I want you to get starting out right with your kids. This will show you rules and tools. And this for kids in high school and college. Now, when you get the download, please basically do yourself a favor. Read it. You need all the pieces you're missing today. Now, if you have crappy credit, which 80% of you do, instead of hiring a credit repair flake that's breaking the law, why don't you just get the book called Winning the Credit Game? It'll show you what you need to do. If you get in a rapper rescore today, our paralegals will rebuild your credit for free. They'll give you $5,000 credit card as a bonus, okay? They'll put you in a basically rapid, and they're going to analyze you too. See, what we do is here is you want to help people. The whole goal for me is to give the knowledge that God gave me to help you. That's the goal. Okay? Very simple. But again, you got to listen and learn and not scroll everywhere you go all day. I watch people. Now, this is my 10th week. Okay? 10 weeks on TikTok and social media. That's very simple. So I've started social media 10 weeks ago. All right, I'm just a guy that writes checks for hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. Okay? Radio and TV for over 50 years. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. Okay? So I like helping people. So I'm new to TikTok and social media, and I'm learning this basically. 90% of people are great. There's only 10% of turds, okay? Turds, they're everywhere. Unfortunately, they're there. So what do we do as we play this game? Let's go back in history. TRW in the 70s was known as the report's wrong as far as I'm concerned. It stood for Thomas Raymond Warridge. They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California, and then they became Aspirian in 96. So what happens is very simple. We wrote a book. Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book. Why did the market destroy everything in one day? Because you count on the damn market. I'm sorry. All right, one of your divisions should stand on the market. One of your divisions could do Bitcoin. But you have to auto income. Can you imagine everybody who listens to Dave Ramsey and the 401k BS and you're broke? What the hell happened to you? Where's your family? What about the wife, the kids, the cat, and the dog, and the fish? So The market sucks because one day happens, boom. Then you lose. So what do? It's like stress. I mean, I'm sorry, but the stock market, yeah, it's great to invest. It's great to invest in things, but it should be a division investing. If you invest in anything today and you do it as a division, if it screws up, you don't hurt your family. If it screws up, you don't hurt your family. Do you understand concept? If you have an entity, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, whatever, Supreme Court says it's a legal person. If you have divisions, a division for Bitcoin, division for stock market, a division for this, you got to realize Lisa, pay attention and don't just scroll in and out, in and out. Lloyd's the same thing. Can you imagine today? Every rich and famous person or every company has a management company. They have a management company and they own pieces. They own pieces. You allow yourself to be the duck and the sheep. Oh, I got an LLC. Good for you. When they sue the LLC, they sue you. Congratulations. Okay? So they basically sue you. They screw everything up. So would you like to talk strategy with you? All right, would you charge a consultant type real deal? I help millions of people every day. The reality is get to the classes, get to know me before you want to talk about private conversation, okay? I have consulting all the time with people every day. 5 calls a day, broadcast twice a day, and the reality is let's get you to be real first, okay? That's structure, that's finance. All right, here's Gerardo, okay, simple, all right, /credit. Fantastic. He'll scroll in and out because he doesn't have structure. He thinks he does. See, the problem is all of you, I'm going to challenge what you say and do every day. But I'm going to give you structure to get to millionaire status. All right, millionaire status. Is that okay? So the bottom line is if we want to play the game, spend the day with Ray. Today, Sofa, you can spend the day with me all day. Today. What would I do? I would teach you more in one day than you learned in your life, period. I would change your life. But then some of you scroll in and out, in and out. All right, the bottom line is very simple. He took a great ramp dump in future, didn't need to, was 3 himself, and they took, I don't know what the hell all that is, okay? Ex-Tiger, I don't know what you're trying to say. All right, bottom line is very simple. If you share the live today and you spend the day with Ray, very simple me, I'm gonna help you for free. Is that okay? So what do? Future commodities and crash. That should have been a division. All right, ex-Tigger, all right, that's what he called it, okay? You allow that stock market, whatever you do today, should be your whole life. Your whole life, and then boom, it's over. They sue you, they sue your wife, and you lose everything you got. One lawsuit brings the pain home. If you do stock or whatever you want to try to do, it's a division. It's a division. Do you imagine today if you paid attention and the stock market went bad, it's a division, not the corporate, your family. If you had Bitcoin, same thing. If we don't play the game, we get to win. The game, we get to win. We get to win. All right. Reynolds, your knowledge is priceless. Well, if I get people to listen, all right, they pay attention, applying for what you said. I taken $600 Navy card. That is now $16,000. In July 10th, 2026, I'll be at $24,000 on the card. But remember, as I lined you up for Navy, this is another person I'm asking a question to. $600 wouldn't be to, now it's $24,000. Navy will give you up to $80,000 on cards. Be careful on that line of credit. The line of credit Navy I lined you up for, it's $50,000. It's in your account now. Unfortunately, it's some silly guy here. He put it in the damn stock market. Huh. Can you imagine how dumb that is? And then it crashed. Woo! Now you owe the money and you have nothing to show for it. Do you realize before you spent that money for that stock market, you should have basically what? Reference 3 times 5. Just need a gov to get out of the future accounts. Your problem is you quit counting other people. Damn it. You don't want help. You want to go blah, blah, blah. Okay? All right, that's the difference. If you do reference 3 times 5, okay, that's very simple. You can turn a line of credit into $1 million. The line of credit is for the division. You see, the loss you took. Let's say you lost on the stock market. If you did it my way right now, that would offset taxes. When you lose, you offset taxes. You win, you get the gain, and then debt offsets the taxes. You're not playing the damn game. You're not playing the game. All right, which means very simple. You have to learn to do tax balancing. Every entity you have today, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, PC, or whatever you have, or nonprofit, it has divisions. That was fine. Okay. Let's understand something. If we get money, like my one client here got the Navy, he's lining himself for $80,000 in cards. I took his $600 crap card, and now it's at $25,000. Now we're going to get $80,000 in cards just on Navy. We're going to get the $50,000 on the loan. Okay. When we get that, we have to pay in 45 days the first payment. When you leverage money, reference 3 times 5. And remember, I'm the guy that trained, and I showed this to basically Warren Buffett 39 years ago. I'm the consultant for rich and famous people everywhere you go if you want to pay attention. But again, what do? I get that info Navy with no military background. Oh, hey, all right, Alex, if you have no military background, that's okay. For the ones who do, thank you for your service. Sorry this world treats you like shit. I don't like it. I got my Navy because the government sucked me into a government program when I was 14 because I have an IQ off the charts and I have recall in most things. So I got stuck into that, okay? That's how I got Navy in the government program. If you served, thank you for your service. If not, find a family member. Find a family member, I don't care who it is, they will grandfather you into a Navy. But that's only 1 out of 10 I like, 10. If you do all 10, that's $1 million. Do you want $1 million, yes or no? How many of you would like $1 million today? Come on. Say yes. Type the screen. Put DM. Okay? All right? Can they sue a management company? No, if you do it my way, because if you did it my way, it would be fine. So yes, okay. I hand you $1 million today. You DM me, okay? And we get you on the phone. If I give you $1 million today, what would you do with it? Come on, she-else. Come on, Herman. Tell me the hell what you do with the $1 million today. Come on, people. Challenge the hell out of me. DM me. Believe me, I will wipe you to the table and I'll get you to where you need to go because your answer is going to suck. I want to get a car and a house. Shut up. Damn, that's dumb. Pay off my bills. No. I want to travel. Becky, you don't want to travel because you don't know how. Becky, you don't know how to travel. I want to do real estate. Oh, good for you. Let's break it down. Each one of you. Becky, you're going to write down business trip. Write it down now. Becky, write down business trip. Your organization is going to send you on business trips. It's a write-off. You'll invest in real estate. First of all, you know how to do real estate. At my top game, I'm controlling $2.2 billion. I'm 26 with $2 billion of credit structure. Real estate is a game. Play the game to win. Very simple. When you look at cash flow for your time, it's in my book. I had to sue him. I had to sue Tony Robbins because he used Blueprint of Success. This says cash flow, free up your time, financial freedom. I wrote it when I was 15 friggin' years old. 15 years old. So the goal is very simple as we play this game. What do we get to do? It's very simple as we play the game to win. So what happens today, if you play the game to win, that $1 million first, before any of you do anything, before the $1 million, let's watch. Please watch. You reference 3 times 5. This is leveraging money. $1 million becomes 15. It becomes no, I don't care about passive income, Brittany. I call it auto income. That's what I call it for because I create up to $1 million a day, okay? So let's look at auto income. Passive, and this is the circus clowns out there, blah, 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 blah. If you create 1 million into reference 3 times 5, what I demonstrated 39 years ago to Warren Buffett, and all I can say is, whoa. I've been a consultant for banks for years and years too. Now, if I have $15 million credit, okay? 1, reference 3 times 5 is 15 million. The 15 million is borrowed money. Now, if you had a division for stock, if you won or lost, you get to write off either one of those. See, your problem is you're not set up. So, Mr. Stock, I'm going to lose it. You count on the damn stock market. Stop it. Knock it off. That is the game to play, and don't stress your family out anymore. You bring the damn pain home because up and down, up and down. Then you want to blame the government. Then you want to blame this. Who gives a shit about the government? Okay? Focus on family. All right? If you structure that corporation or entity, the division does stock market. You get to write up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, up and down. Buy gold. You know, I had a lot of gold coins and everything else and gold bars and everything else. You know what happens? We needed the money. You can't sell them. Good. You can go to a private bank and they'll give you a line of credit off of it. That's what you want to do. Okay? You want to do everything. You want to do 10 things, 20 things. What would you recommend? Dave, I'd recommend you pay attention to this. Take a damn picture. Here's your problem. All right? Here's your problem. Herman, your problem is you. Okay? What does that mean? Come on, people. If you don't have structure for family, how that blank you pay your bills? Okay? How do you pay your bills? The problem you got is very simple. You got to play the game to win. If I take care of my family first, and that's what I do, okay? I create my first $1 million at 15 friggin' years old. I invent Car Finder and all these patents, and then I put this out when I was 16, driving a Lamborghini, Orange Coast College, okay? Then I ended up being a consultant for TRW, training Yarborough. We wrote a book, File Segregation, don't like it. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of credit, but I hold the highest record and highest kick on planet Earth. Fastest kick as well. It's only 13 damn feet. 21 cars in the car collection, mansions and yachts everywhere. So understand, please, all right, make sure you understand this is your future. Cut to the chase, knock off your crap, and understand, focus. Good morning, Mindy. How you doing? If you don't take care of family first, all right, your problem is you roll the dice and you screw it up. And you screw up family. You bring the pain home. Stop it. Do not bring the damn pain home. Structures finance, okay? Noble, thank you for all the fires and the hearts. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Ooh, my heart still works. Ooh, goody. I like me. I've always liked me. I challenge people all the time because it's fun. But if you listen and you learn today, you get to spend the day with Ray, okay? Spend the day with me. Because whatever, here's Lady D here, Grand Rising. Okay, thank you for the loves. Come on, people, please. God, help these people, please, God. Okay? If we don't focus on God, family, and money, that's all you have to do. Everything you do, all right, has to be under the entity that's called a corporation or an LLC. That's what you need to do. If you invest in the stock market, as one guy says, what do you do? Very simple. The investment is a division. Now understand, we're going to do tax balancing. Tax balancing. If your corp has a division to a stock market, you get to win or lose, you write it off. Win or lose, you write it off. It's a game to play. Either way, you still win. Don't worry about the government. Worry about the entity and set it up right. You do Bitcoin, same thing. Everything you do is a division because the division is going to be the duck and the sheep, not you. Right now, you do Bitcoin. Fantastic. You're a duck and a sheep. Stock market. It goes, you're a duck and a sheep. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Okay? All right? Watch the live for 400 minutes. Celebrate with them. It's simple. It's what it says. Pen and pad. Okay, thank you. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Herman, let's understand. a.m. Let's write it down now. 7 a.m. this morning. I'm going to go live again on TikTok, and I'm going to have a goal-setting class. I want you in there. I want every one of you with your tab and pen in front of you. I want you to have your credit cards in front of you, and I want you to have a sticky pad. I want you to have all these things. Remember, I want you to have this checklist. Be ready. Be ready for me, okay? You're going to tab and pen, okay? You're going to have sticky pads in front of you. You can put all your credit cards in front of you as well. And then I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to ask you, I'm going to tell you, okay? I do not ask people what to do. I tell them what to do. I always have, thank you for the fan club and everything else. I will tell you what to do because I want you to get millionaire status. I don't want you to screw up my program. That's what happens all the time. So here I'm in Pacific Standard Time, Pacific. Let's look at our watches. Come on, look at your cell phone, your watch, whatever. It is basically 4:10, okay? Pacific Standard Time. So look at my time, then look at your time. That's all you have to do, okay? So it's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time if you want to change your life. Now, like I told you earlier today, you DM, and I want to give you some freebies. I would like you to get a free mouse pad. This is your future. Take a picture for now, but I'd like you to free one of these, okay? Is that all right? So basically you DM and you ask for a mouse pad. They'll send it to you. All right? I like to help people. I get bored. It's the only reason I started helping people years ago because I'm a private person. Okay? But now I want you to get to know me to find out I'm not full of what, and then I get to know you. That's the ultimate goal. Like the live, share the live. Today, you're going to get a bunch of things, okay? We're going to give you winning the credit game so you don't need to hire credit repair flakes. Okay? Sorry, we're going to give it to you for free. We're going to give you the book for the kids. Okay? Starting it right. All right? And corporations are free. All corporations are free. You just pay your filing fee. You'll click in the link tree. It'll send you the link. You basically pick what corp you want, what state, and there you go. Done. You spend thousands of dollars for crap. See, I got some haters out there because I give all this stuff for free. They want you to get their bucks, blah, blah, blah. The guy, Alex, with the thing on his nose, why do people listen to him? He's a drunk driver. Okay, he almost killed people. It's ridiculous. Now he's out there going, blah, 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 blah. Gary's favorite word is F, 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 F. All right, Grant, he's so full of crap, he's ridiculous. Grant, don't buy a house, but I got you at 50 million. He's the biggest circus clown out there. And you listen to this crap. I don't understand. Why don't you build your structure for you? You, okay? Why don't you understand family? Corporation? No, before then it's God. Our house has to be in order. God, family. My wife and I became one 20 years ago. Say family, it's one. I have 6 beautiful kids, 5 girls and a boy. Then it's money. It's money, money after that. Okay, I love it. Just pay attention. If we structure foundation builds the dream and gets to the basically what you want to do. That's what it is. Foundation builds dream. Today, you talk to a specialist. Oh, it's money hall day for them. The last day of the month, they're pushing for bonus money. Okay? Yes, blessings. I have 5. Fantastic. It's a gift. 5 girls and a boy. Okay? I love that. But again, my responsibility as a man, a father, and a husband is to fight for my family. Okay? Fight for my family. Thank you, Jay, as well. What does that mean? Entity. Let's write them down. I need you to focus, understand your structure sucks. You don't have the structure you need. You listen to a bunch of silly circus clowns, and that's wrong. We're going to build structure. Your entity, LLC, all right, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. This is the 6 types that the what? Supreme Court says a legal person. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you. Share the live there. Structure, entity, write it down. If I have an entity and one of my divisions does stock market, okay, listen very carefully. If you lose or win, you get to write it off. Either way. Lose or win, write off. That's simple. It offsets taxes. If I do Bitcoin, same way. If I do property, same way. Divisions give you the line of defense. And this is what you have to do to understand how to do this right. And I'm going to show you a blueprint at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to show you exactly how you can quit bringing the damn pain home. Today, we're going to write down rapid score. If you look online later today, you'll see rapid refresh, rapid score, 49 years ago. All right, you'll see Dr. Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, hey you, that's Pastor Reynolds or me. I'm the guy who created the concept with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough. Rapid score for, listen carefully, in mortgage companies, it allows you to rescore yourself and then gives you a lower interest rate. That's what it's all about. So look at online later today. I want every one of you to start a rapid refresh today. What would rapid refresh do for you? It would block your crappy credit. It would give you basic analyzation, and it would rebuild you for free. Okay? When we look at our credit later today, we're going to put stickies on the cards because you have to realize what I set up years ago with TRW and Experience. Share the life of 10 people. Thank you. I was trying to get to 50,000 followers. I want to get to 30. Remember, I'm at 27,000 plus followers right now. And I'm trying to get to 30 now. So I've only been on TikTok and social media for 10 weeks. How am I doing so far? I tried to do that. I got bored. See, I get up in the morning at 1:45. I go to my knees. I thank Jesus for yesterday, today, and tomorrow too, and forgiveness. Then I go look in the mirror. I look in the mirror. Pat, thank you for your, my friend. God bless you. Well, God bless you, Pat. It's very simple. No understand. God gave us this day, and we're together now. Okay, He put us here for a reason. If we focus God, family, money, we focus the foundation. Most of your credit scores, I'm sorry, you're terrible. You jacked up your credit. You don't know rules and tools, and no one's teaching that to you. I've been teaching it for 50 years. Now, why you have not found me before, I don't know. I've been in person or online for 50 years, 6 days a week, 6 days a week. 6 days a week answering questions. You buy Alex's books, fantastic, $6,000. I got 12 people that said I bought the books, nothing was in the box. Alex, read the damn book to him. Read in the book. Oh, you got this book. Oh, you got Kevin's book. Oh, yeah. If someone doesn't explain it to you step by step, how do you get 100%? You don't. If you don't have someone who created something help you personally, you don't get where you want to go. You get so disappointed on things you invest all the time because no one really helped you. All right, that makes you do a half-ass job. Okay, I was going to say half blankety blank job. Sorry, that word. So what do? If we focus, we can have the foundation. See, procrastination is a killer of your dream. You procrastinate, your credit scores are terrible, you jacked up your cards, you don't know what you're doing, and I want you to have a damn sticky in the back of the card. 29% on cards. I came up with the oldest card concept for TRW, became a Superior, oldest card. Then every card here basically needs a sticky. We dummy proof it. What does that mean? This is a $10,000 credit card. If I leave it at 29% below, I'm in the yellow. No, I'm in the green. Pay attention. I want to see if you're listening. 29% below is green. 30 is yellow. So when they say 30 below, they're not telling you the truth. I was suing Basic Credit Karma during the pandemic. Get ready to do that again because what happens? They said 42%. It's wrong. It's ridiculous. Credit Karma needs to be fired. Absolutely true. That's true. Thanks, Pat. They need to be fired. They have no phone number to help you. They want you to click, click, click. They don't have a Superior. It's a joke. They've been indicted 6 damn times. It's a joke. This card, I can't use more than 29%. I need to write it on the sticky. Simple. What do? Your credit scores, sorry to say, a lot of you are terrible. You have 9 cards to give you courtesy checks. I'd like you to reduce your debt to ratio. Reduce your debt to ratio. They do fired. Okay, what happens with that? So what do we look at? All right, here's basically, I'm trying to see it scrolled so fast. I think it's Rihanna or something, Love or something. I'm sorry if I get it screwed up. So what do? We understand structure. What does that mean? If we structure correctly, every entity, if you're in stock market, like the one guy says, putting in stock market, it's crashed. Your problem is, you got to realize that division, it gets to offset taxes if it gains or loses every time. Courtesy checks offset taxes, okay? Just check my TransUnion. Well, you got TransUnion, you have a Superior, all right, and you have Equifax. These are 3 agencies to focus on the most. All right, by the way, you have 2014 credit bureaus if you don't know that. They pull for the 3 majors. So if we do the structure, we build a finance. All cards need to be at 29%. You might need courtesy checks to reduce your debt to ratio. Now watch what happens. These don't fluctuate. Let's write down gold and platinum cards. What happens with the world today, they listen to a bunch of silly people. You need this or that, to get these cards. No, it's not true. All right, I can get you these cards as long as I got a 649. In a rapid rescore, I can push it up to 649 in 3 weeks. If you don't have it right now, in 3 weeks. Next, Lexus. Okay, well, you'll seal records. There's about 6 reports you'll actually lock. That'll be one of them, but again, it's up to you. We'll give you the list of 6 to lock and keep the others open, okay? That's very simple. These don't fluctuate. That means they're up to $1 million, and the paid over time limit, POT, is 100,000. If you jack up the wrong cards, you drop your score, get stuck. If you basically have an emergency, you jack these up. They don't fluctuate. That means your score never drop below the 750 it might be today in the future. My score is an 845. So is my wife's. Okay, it's boring. We use our credit to review only, and we use the corporate credit and the division process to do everything. See, we manage millions and billions of dollars of goodies. They're not ours. They don't belong to us. Again, like when we wrote the book for Yarborough, okay? We did this in 1987. Let's understand in 1984, I own 11 Shakey's Pizzas, 31 flavors, ice cream place, Subway, shopping centers, and condos. I am the king of satellite television, okay? Doing millions and billions of dollars, okay? Here's Mitch, MT, something or other. All right, back again 3 days. Well, do yourself a favor. Spend the day with me. So, back in 84, I had a problem. 1984, I put out my first thing in basically 1976, winning the game of business. That's corp to corp, no problem. That's what I did. Then I updated it. I had the division process in 85 for a reason. Here's my problem. 1984, I get a letter in the mail. It says I have to pay franchise tax fee for every corporation I have. Every corporation. Okay? That's going to cost me $1.2 million just to say I have a corporation in California. Each corporation is $800 to $1,000 per year. I don't want to spend $1.2 million. Okay? Very simple. I go to Sacramento, California, our capital. I talk to 2 departments. And I asked a simple question. Could I create an entity Under a corporation, pay no franchise tax fee. They said two things: create a form or modify one, and we'll approve it or not. That's what they did. 1985, I got the division process approved by all 50 states. A corporation, entity, whatever you have, has an entity. Stock market. What do? If you lose or gain, you get to offset the taxes. It's not your money. You keep letting you do stock. That's ridiculous, because every time it screws up, goes down, your blood pressure is like crap. Stop it. This corporation has a division to stock market. If I gain or lose, I get to offset the tax. It's called tax balancing. If I have real estate, the same thing. Okay? If I do Bitcoin, the same thing. Your problem is you keep playing with you. Stop it. All right? You bring the pain home because you're lack of knowledge. Stop it, please. If we have that LLC today, there's 9 types. What kind do you have? LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. I put $400 in those. I am $200. That's crazy. Well, the reality is, journeyman, leverage money first before you invest it. Okay, $400. Okay, that's simple. Leverage money before you what? Before you invest it. Let the corporation invest the money through the divisions. That means if you lose or gain, you still offset taxes. I'm ready to have gold and platinum, but I now have credit isn't horrible. My now credit is horrible. Okay, I understand. Gold and platinum cards. I don't know, Christopher, if they're personal or business. If you look at the cards, you'll see in the center of American Express, they'll offer 99 cards more for business. Ridiculous. That's $100 million, by the way. It's ridiculous. They also have the word blueprint loan. American Express, I own Blueprint of Success. They use blueprint loan. Okay? From there after me. They also use dummy code. I use dummy card. Simple. So credit sucks. Okay. Rapid rescore today. Rapid rescore today. It'll push your score up. That'll get you green lights. Then you can reduce your debt to ratio and all the other damn cards. Then you can use those courtesy checks. Then you can repackage yourself and structure the right way. All right? Now we want to get gold and platinum for personal business. So here's basically, all right, corporation, LLC, etc., divisions or entities. Your LLC, let's understand something. Renee, your LLC, what kind do you have? By the way, if you make money, sorry, I'm going to tell you, your LLC will convert to S. It's basically going to let you take basically a check, your paycheck, you break even, and you can pull draws. Divisions will be under the LLC that became S, and divisions take the chance. I've been buying, all right, the dips, okay? Well, the reality is simple, all right? Let the corporation and divisions do what you need to do. Quit listening to the circus clowns out there doing it wrong, please. Spend the day with Ray today. Spend the day with Ray. What does that mean? Today, the whole day you can spend with me if you want to. Okay? S Corp, K1. Yes, you get S Corp, K1. Yes. But you get a paycheck to offset taxes. Okay? Then you can pull draws. See, the reality is this is very simple. LLC is driven by certificate of ownership. It's driven by you're the managing member. It's in your possession. So the LLC is not going to give you much protection. It doesn't give you protection. I call it BS. Get 5 LLCs. Fantastic. Okay, you don't need 5. Okay, they're all on the Secretary of State's website. They see one, you lose them all. Congratulations. You're the duck and the sheep. And that's how it works. It sucks. Okay, the lack of knowledge and bad knowledge is crap out there. It's everywhere. Circus clowns are everywhere you go. So DM me, share the live. Ooh, my heart's work all day. I love it. I like me. I had to. I was born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. They put me in the trash can outside the hospital. Well, that sucks. I got to be with Mrs. Hope to see the devil from hell. I just wanted out of hell. That's all I wanted to do. Never had anyone teach me. I learned fast. Well, fantastic, crazy. Was it the crazy week? I don't know. I'm sorry, it's scrolling, but all right, I'm glad you're going to listen. Today, please, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, show up live. You're going to show up. I want all your cards in front of you, your credit cards, your personal cards or business cards in front of you. I want you to have a tablet of stickies. That's what I want you to have, stickies. Then I want to talk about how these don't fluctuate. We are going to build a blueprint of success as an example for you. Good morning, Kim. This sample is very simple. You get to change your life if you want to. Your organization how we structure it the right way, we'll get lines of credit. These are lines of credit for $150,000. So you share the live 10 people, fantastic, okay? Now, we're gonna take and understand the word daisy chaining. Every card we get to the corporation can get 99 more. I only want you to just focus on 9. Every card I get you for the corporate, you do yourself, will get 9 sister cards, 9 sisters. You'll have 9 divisions. If the parent company and you have 9 divisions on one damn card, that's $1 million. An American Express, Platinum or Gold can turn into $1 million of credit in less than 90 days. Okay, if you do what you're told. Some of you, the team says tell them 9 months because they're slow and don't pay attention. You might have to hear it 10 times. So, every card I get you and help you can turn into $1 million of credit for the divisions as well. There's only 10 cards I like. Thanks, Jay. Thanks. Only 10 cards I like and all the cards out there. I'm an affiliate. 119 creditors. I like 10. The rest I think suck. Sorry, I don't like them at all. So if we listen and learn, we get to play the game to win. Do we want to win the game or not? It's that simple. What is the game? Hey, hi. This is figured don't fold or something, okay? Hi, how you doing this morning? So, if you share the live today, all right, what are we going to do? We're going to give you articles of corporation for free in the link tree, okay? If you DM me, I'll have one of my specialists call you. Today, if you ever wanted to get anything on the team, they're having what's called Monty Hall Day. The last day of the month, they always negotiate everything they can, and on top of that, they're trying to get their bonuses. They're competing, beating each other up. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see what it said. Didn't take that, and I put inside dog something. All right, no problem. Okay. Each division. A division is the line of defense. Line of defense. David, listen very carefully, please. So, David, if you basically share the live today, all right, to everybody you can, I want you to get the first book called Starting Out Right for your kids. This is going to teach them how to start their credit file and get their first rules and tools. And while you get it for them, read it. You need it as well. Okay, sorry you do. From here, you're going to get basically winning the credit game. When I set up the system, and I'm the guy behind the scenes for Yarborough, TW, Experian, all right, I wrote a book called basically Prove It or Remove It. This gave a counterbalance. So this is winning the credit game, okay? It's a free download. So is your articles of corporation. If you listen to what I tell you to do, okay, your corporation will have these divisions at Bank of America, and you'll have over $1 million of credit. This is the client's ones that just came in. Every line of credit is up to $150,000 times 18 right now, okay? He's building a lot of credit because he does big businesses. Divisions, separate liability under LLC, all corps. Divisions under LLC, each separate liability, yes. Divisions build the line of defense. The line of what? Defense. When I set up divisions, I got permission to do that in 1985, and it changed the whole world for me. See, here's the thing. Banks have locations. They're called branch numbers. So here's the parent company managing banks' branch numbers. That's corp owning corp. When I created Winning the Game of Business, I modeled after banks, grocers, and states and cities. But that was in 1976. 1976, okay? What are some examples for divisions? Go to the class at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this morning, and I'll show you the examples. Okay, simple. Winning the Game of Business, I had $1 million in the bank. I'm driving a Lamborghini, owns Coast College part-time. I'm making fun and having money. Now, I'm an orphan. I didn't get a real mommy and daddy like you. So I went out of hell. By the way, I was 16 years old. So don't say now is better than then. It's all good at any time. Okay? Okay, I'll be there. But again, make sure you have your tablet pen, sticky tabs, and make sure you have your credit cards in front of you because I want to teach you rules and tools. Will the class be here on TikTok? Yes, it will be. Okay? All right, it will be on TikTok. Yes, it will. Share the live with everybody. I just want to change your life. Here's my problem. Okay? I'm a private person. I rhyme all the time. Sorry to say it's true. And I try to force myself not to rhyme. When I was a kid, they said I was dumb. I have an IQ off the chart, and I have total recall. Okay, so the reality is they just full of crap. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Back to you. So what do? The ability to play the game to win. Today, when I got bored, I decided to help people. That's what I did. Okay, when you have everything you want, and I do have everything I want, okay, what do? The goal is to watch TV. That's boring. Okay, what do you? Sports? I got to quit doing the sports. Hurt myself too many times. So I do help people. It's fun. Today, all right, for free, you can spend the day with Ray. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's very simple. You have your tablet and pen ready. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. And what do you have? Your tablet and pen ready. You have your cards in front of you. You have a sticky pad. That's how you get ready for the class. And then we're going to talk about all the things you get to do. And what you're going to do is the entity you have, you're going to have division process. Divisions take the chance, not you anymore. You got to quit this up and down show with your family life. You take the chance on you and you screw up the whole family. It's ridiculous. I'm a man, I got to take it. Yes, do it the right way. If you bring the pain home, you did it wrong. If you bring the pain home, you did it wrong. Your routine is you're stuck, all right, it sucks, and the reality is very simple. So if you basically listen today, I want to spend the day with you. I want you to spend the day with Ray. That's me. Godfather credit, 60 billion of credit so far for my clients and my family, everything else over their board. Now today, I'm going to walk around the office a little bit, a couple things I get it ready before I say bye to all of you. I want you to pay attention. We're going to go into the building next door a little bit. You have questions? Ask the questions. I'm working with Chris, or he'll talk soon. Well, Chris isn't here today, okay? The difference is talk to the specialist. Understand something. If you wanted something at the office today, and Chris isn't here, talk to one of the specialists. They'll help Chris in anything he's going to do as well. But please be careful, okay? What happens is very simple. Today is the last day of the month. What does that mean for all of us? Last day of the month. If we listen today, listen and learn. Today, not tomorrow, today, all right, it is money hall day. What does that mean for you? Well, the sales team, I love when they get in competition the last day of the month. It's fun. You get these guys negotiating everything you can do. This is the next building, okay? This is where our social media department is. I have 2,100 and some odd pictures of rich and famous people and normal people. I've incorporated 3 presidents of the United States of America, 3 presidents so far. I incorporate Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels, Sugar St. Mosey, and on and on and on. I'm the largest registered agent in the world, okay? I've sold more corporations on planet Earth than anybody, all right? Flat out, anybody, okay? We're going to basically be in this little part of the studio here. And I'm going to, on that whiteboard today, we're going to talk about division process. We're going to give you all the things you need. If there's anything you wanted to negotiate with sales today, you do it today because why? It's very simple. Okay, it's Money Hall Day. Last day of the month, they always fight over sales, and I love it. It's competition time. Now, I have $62 million of credit cards. I use my history to help my clients, okay? History. That doesn't mean I use trade lines because trade lines are fraud and crap. If you didn't have a card, don't be surprised I add one of my cards to you, but I keep the card. You don't get the card, okay? Or if you did, you jack it up and screw it up like you do on your other cards. So if I get a card and I call it a dummy card, I call it a dummy card. Now, American Express uses dummy code. Blueprint of Success, that's mine, and they're going to basically have Blueprint loan, okay? So as we structure this, what's what happens? Years and years ago, on all the credit bureaus, you had consumer credit counseling in one of my companies. I've been doing this for 50 years, okay? Later today, we're going to look in the mirror. You're going to fire yourself. You're going to let me take the driver's seat, okay? We're going to find out how I write off my race cars, motorcycles, and yachts, because they're not mine. We're going to find out how we did stock market, Bitcoin, whatever it is, as a division. You're going to find out how to basically what? All right, have credit and never screw it up again. We're going to play. We're going to play my way, my way. I don't like your way, sorry. I do not like your way at all. We're going to focus on an SS5 form. Why don't you write down SS5 right now as you share the live today with everybody and get all these free things I'm going to give you today, from corporations to books and everything else. SS5, I want you to download the form later today, okay? I want you prepared. I want to give you everything I can, all right, to change your life today, not tomorrow, today. I want you to stop bringing the damn pain home, okay? That's my biggest focus for all of you. You bring the pain home because of the lack of knowledge. We're going to the sales team now, okay? This is a call center. This is where they're going to have a competition today, all right, who can beat each other in sales and everything else is kind of fun. That's what they're going to do. But again, what happens on the wall, you'll see it says, make a friend, make a buck. Where is it? Somewhere. There it is. Over there. Okay. In every call center I've ever had, okay, all right, it's always make a friend, make a buck. Why? They have to get to know you first, okay? It's like people ask me, what's the price? What's the price? I don't give a damn about the price, okay? And money's not the object here, okay? All right, money's never been my object, okay? I already brought in my millions and billions over the years, and simple. If I lose it and I died in a coma, I come back and rebuild it again. There's no excuse for any of you. Sorry. I don't like excuses because it doesn't put food on the table. Your goal is very simple. I'm just heating up my breakfast, okay? All right, my wife got me home, and she made me homemade tamales, okay, beans and rice. And she makes homemade rice and beans. I love that stuff. She spoils me rotten. I'd spoil her too. Isn't that fun? Now, we have some women coming in the office today. So that means we have to basically light the candle in the restroom. Simple. We get to do that. So as I walk around and get ready to say bye-bye to all of you, we get the office ready for the whole team. And they come in today. Today is Money Hall Day. Sales team is going to fight over things, have some fun. We left the candle burning all night. That's amazing. Okay, that's in the men's bathroom. You see, I think I blew it out and had to relight. I guess I didn't blow it out strong enough. Okay. Today, we're going to play. DM, share the live with everybody. Okay, get the free winning the game of business. All right, book for credit. Get the one for the kids for the basically what? All right, starting out right and get your free articles for free. Now, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you're stuck with me. On TikTok, spend the day with Ray, get your tablet and pen ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day. If you need to, call the office 800-254-9506. Somebody will be here in an hour and a half, okay? As we play the game to win. Thank you for today. See you at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.